Hello guys, it's Nym and welcome back to my channel. We are continuing where we left off last week. For if you haven't watched last week's video, it's not necessary to watch it now. I mean, you could, it would be nice, but you can watch it after this as well. So I'll just recap what we did last episode. So we are building our Blizzard theme park. Okay, that's like the park that we're building. We tackled, 2 weeks ago, we tackled the entrance and we made it into the Blizzard world. Next we were tackling the map Castillo. Now if you don't know what I'm talking about, I am recreating the maps from a shooter game called Overwatch and I'm making it into a theme park. That's what I'm doing. So, and this map is Havana. It's quite a big map and it will like probably take several episodes to finish it all, but that's what we're doing. And yes, well, I won't say yesterday, last week we built the shopping street in Havana and we made sure that all the guests will have nice places to shop and buy gifts and all that sort of things. And now we started already in the castle and now we are finishing the castle, and inside the castle there will be a dark ride and we'll be building a huntsman. Now I did obviously some research on how to actually build a huntsman because I have no clue because I never actually played this game. This is like the very first, well not the first park, like the second park that I'm building, but the first park I was done after that 2 episodes because I had no inspiration and I didn't really think it was that good. So I do like this one better, and obviously the outside of the castle, it is still a little bit meh. We're gonna work on that. It's still not finished now when I'm uploading this video, so it will be a work in progress, probably very long. But I finished the entire dark ride and I was dying to upload it because I'm actually very enthusiastic about it. Now you will see that the track, it will, well, not the layout won't change, but the way, like the heights and the corners, that will change. But this is like the general layout. And we will be making all different sort of chambers in there. And that will be like our haunted home setting. And know that in the last episode, I believe I was talking about the haunted pirate ride. Yeah, I didn't do that because I was, to be honest, I completely forgot it. I was building like this haunted mansion inside and I was like, yeah, this is gonna be cool. And then I remembered, oh wait, I said I was gonna do a haunted pirate ride. I was like, well, you know what? This is going to be a big enough park anyways, so we will probably have room for that later. And probably enough space than that as well. Like, it's a very big map, and otherwise, well, you know, life sucks, so you can't have anything. Just, that's the basic message here. Now, I'm gonna apologize in advance because I forgot to press record on quite a bit of this. Like, I did the first room and then I had to make dinner, so after dinner I came back and I forgot to press record. So the second room, we don't have that on video. I'm sorry, same as with the fourth room and actually the finishing touches. Yeah, that file got corrupted. I don't know how, I never had it happen to me, but it wouldn't open. Which is extremely weird, but whatever, you know, we're dealing with it, it is what it is. You can't really change it, like it happened. And at least we have a dark ride. I feel like that is the most important thing. Anywho. So right now we are still building the exterior. And it is, I mean, like, well, looking at it now, it looks really plain, just, you know, squares and everything. But remember, every building is essentially one big square or rectangle with little boxes. If you have watched any of my Sims videos, you will know what I'm talking about. And if you haven't, they're on my channel. You might want to go check it out if you enjoy The Sims. Speaking of The Sims, they just announced their like first stuff pack of the year, which is paranormal stuff. And I thought it was totally fitting because I'm building a dark ride and I'm very into the paranormal stuff. Like ever since I was a little kid, I'm in love with haunted homes and the paranormal. Likewise, I probably like building haunted rides, even though this haunted ride, it's not really that good. And I am very like honest in admitting that. It requires still a lot of work. But I think for the first like ride that I've ever built, I feel like it's actually quite good. And then actually, you know, obviously it needs improvement, but what build doesn't? We all need improvement, like everything can be improved, so, but I don't know what I'm going with this, I'm just rambling on. but I'm very happy with the way that it actually turned out in the end. Now, there will be some cuts in here because I was trying out a lot of things and I actually placed the floor first and I remembered, wait, I still have to decorate, and I already did the flooring and the ceilings, and I was like, yeah, that's a little bit not very useful, so I changed that. Here we are starting with the beginning layout, and the beginning we are kind of going through this starry like tunnel, just to give you the idea that you're going to a different dimension. And I don't really know if that's really in line with any of the other things that are actually in this haunted ride. But, you know, I like the idea of having like this starry landscape, and was like, you know what, if I like the idea, I'm just gonna do it. And we'll see if it works in the end. And in the end, you know, it's not the best, it's not the worst. It's doable. Let's just leave it at that. It is doable. And I feel like for a person who has never ever played Planet Coaster, has played a lot of Planet Zoo, like, let's be all honest about that, I do play a lot of Planet Zoo. So like nature-wise, that's probably why I chose, you will see that in this room, I did like a nature landscape in here. And that's probably why I chose it, because I know it and it's familiar. Which probably says something about me. I like things that are familiar as well, and things that I already know. Wow. Realizations about oneself that you make in my YouTube video. Whoa. But I did want to get out of my comfort zone, so, you know, we're trying a little bit different. So this haunted house will have like an outside area here where you enter the home. Then you will go into the living area. I did kind of want to make a haunted kitchen, but we don't have any kitchen stuff, and I didn't really know how to, you know, actually build that. So maybe we'll like redo this in the future, but we'll see. Like, I haven't made any of the decisions. Anyways, after that you will go to a little bit of a haunted outside scenery with scary gargoyles, not gargoyles, wow, gargoyles. And after that we will be going into the dungeons, and then another like second seating area, which is a little bit spookier, and then we are going in the backyard. And after that I'm not telling what there is, because that's a surprise, which I know I'm very happy about, and I'm very... Okay, I kind of stole that idea from Disneyland, but we will go in that in detail when we actually get there. And that's more towards the end of the video, so... And I'm not even sure if we have footage of that. I don't believe we have footage of that, so might as well just tell you now. So last year, was it last year? Yeah, last year I went to Disneyland's Paris, which was absolutely amazing. I love Disney, and I love the theming that I did. The rides and roller coasters, not that much, because I'm kind of a thrill seeker. And you don't really have that in Disney, at least not the kind of action that I would like to have. But you did have the Haunted Mansion, and I love haunted homes, and I love that. And you have this bit where, I believe it was kind of in the middle of the Haunted Mansion, you go outside of the balustrade. Not sure if that's an English word, but we'll make it up. And you see like the park, so I wanted to do that as well. So here at the end of the ride, you go, you know, you exit the castle, and you will see it in the ride, but you kind of just have to imagine like there is already a lot built around the castle, so you can see stuff. Because obviously now there you can see the entrance, and that's it. Which is kind of boring, to be honest, but you know, we are gonna work on that, because we are gonna make a full theme park, so it will be better. And then, you know, in the end, just like we do with our zoos, we will do that as well with this theme park. We will have like this little, oh, I'll say little, but you know my tours. We will have a park tour. Like we do zoo tours, but now we will do park tours. And it probably will be a very long tour, because I really want to build this map to the fullest. I'm guessing my PC can handle it, because I have a beast of a computer. I have like an i9, so, you know, very good graphics card, very good processor, very good motherboard, sound card, you know, everything is extremely well. Very happy with it, because then I could finally play Planet Zoo and Planet Coaster, so, you know. So I'm guessing my PC can just handle that. But, you know, obviously, if I can reduce on pieces, I will do that, just like I did in my previous video, where I didn't actually build a roof, because the guest can't see that, so you don't need to build it. You know, only build what people can see. That's my tip. And I've learned that I learned that with, how do you say that? I know the saying in Dutch, like this always happens. I know a lot of sayings in English. And then when I'm actually recording a video, I suddenly forget all the language, like ever. And I forget Dutch, like I forget all the languages that I've learned. And I speak 4 languages. Perhaps 5 in the future, because I am doubting whether I should learn Japanese or not, because I really want to go to Japan. And you know, everything is in Japanese in Japan, so you kind of gotta learn it, so. Anyway, I forgot where I was going with this. I don't really remember. Oh yeah, here I was just trying out all the light effects, because, you know, they're pretty cool. But in the end, we are gonna go for the steamy effect, you know, just to give this little spooky element. Yeah, so this was the room that I forgot to put on the camera. But there you go, look, that's what I built. And I actually quite liked it. And now we are going to the other side of the room. Now, it is quite a big space. We are going to build in daylight, obviously. Quite a big space. We are gonna, like, divide it up in a few smaller spaces. And also, like, delete some floors, delete some walls, because you don't need them, so you don't need to have them. If you can't see it, don't have it, because it's all on your piece count, and it will ruin the performance of your park when you press play. Anyways. Also, like, this wallpaper, I love it. Like, I might be moving soon. Finally, like, I've been complaining about not being able to find a home for, like, the last 84 years. I mean, a little bit over-exaggerating, because I'm only, like, 23. But, like, for the last 6 years, I've been trying to get out of the home, and it just didn't work. And now I finally found a home, and I might be moving there soon. Not quite sure yet, but, you know, fun process. So I am also now looking at everything, like decorable and colors, palettes and everything. I'm quite enthusiastic about that. Quite happy with that as well. Obviously, this is not a wallpaper I would choose. I wouldn't go with any wallpaper anyway, because I don't like wallpaper, because I can't do that. So I would just go with painting, because I'm really good at that. And that's not a joke, like I'm generally good at painting walls and ceilings and, you know. So I would just probably go for that, but yeah. Wallpaper, it is so darn difficult, man. Like, I've seen people do it, and you always get this little, like, air bubbles under the wallpaper, and then you can't, like, smooth it out, and you have to redo it, and then when you have this pattern, it doesn't, you know, adjust right, and it's just, oh, it's so annoying. I can't be bothered for that. I'm just gonna buy a jar of paint and it's done. I speak very easily of this. Obviously, it's not going to be as easy as I'm now saying it is. But whatever, like, we'll see that during that time. Like, it's not important now. So. Right now, we are focusing on our haunted ride. And I know this is a very cliche haunted ride, but I'm actually still, you know, quite happy with it. Like the moving chairs, ooh, the candles are floating. Oh no, there's a fireplace with green fire. Like, we're probably going to be like the Harry Potter thing in the fireplace. You know, that's actually not me being forgetful, that's just me not knowing what it's called in English, because I've always watched Harry Potter in Dutch. Because Harry Potter came out when I was a kid, and, you know, watched it in cinemas, watched it in Dutch, because I was very small. So I really don't remember the name of that fire. You know, they use it in part 2, and then they use that to go to Diagon Alley. But I can't remember what the fire was called. Oh well. You know, so we are using the cliche, like, oh no, spiders and spiders up the wall and big spiders and bats and floaty books. Oh no, so creepy. But yeah, that's just basically what this ride is. And again, like, I'm fine with it, because for a first haunted ride, I'm completely fine with that. In the future, I might make another like haunted ride, and I might use some TMTK toolkits. I kind of want to make them myself, but, you know, that's probably very difficult, so I'm probably just gonna do some theme maker toolkits, because I saw some really good ones and I kind of want to try it, but I have no clue how any of the TMTK works, so that is a project for later. I'm gonna talk again about my future home, because I'm very excited, and it's not even fully completed yet, but I'm already excited. I have a lot of books. Like, my room now, I have a relatively small room. It consists completely out of shelves with Funkos and books. And that's it, because I read a lot. I have a lot of different books. Obviously, I have a lot of comic books. I have like one of my my wall is 2 meter, well, 2.5 meters high. It is completely covered, like with a bookshelf, and one of those bookshelves is completely covered with comics. I'm not regretting that. It might be a little bit much, but I just like it. And it feels really good and natural, and you know, I love comics, so placing this many books and having this many like haunted floaty books, it is very up my alley. I love it so much, and I can't help it because I feel like it's so cool. I love books. The same way I do like in old movies. You see all those books. So whenever I go to like secondhand stores, they always have a lot of books. This is gonna sound really weird, and if you're not into books, I'm gonna sound crazy. What I like to do is pick the oldest book that I can find, like open it and like rush through all the pages, like I'm doing it with my hands, but obviously you can't see it, and smell the book, and then you can smell the old air. I love that. And if you're not into books, this is gonna sound really insane, and I'm sorry, but you know, whatever. So right here we are doing our second exterior. This is supposed to be the backyard, and from this you are going through a small alleyway with some vines and windows, and then you are actually on the outside area. Now I love this. Like, I feel like the plants in Planet Coaster, they're not the best. Obviously the ones in Planet Zoo are a lot better, but I really like them. I like the variation they have, and you can re-dye like almost all of the flowers, so I'm very into that. So we are just making our own little, you know, kind of like naturescape, making sure that it fits. We're putting some vines on there and some ivy. You know, those little bushes to give it a little bit of a popping color, otherwise it's all very green and boring. And you want to add a little bit of a mixture with some bright colors, some purple colors. And you can see that it really looks natural, like a forest. Now in the middle, we are going to build a tiny little shed, and that shed is going to be obviously haunted, like we all know that. And I believe these are as well the haunted wooden pieces. You know, we're not going to build a very big shed, we're just going to make a tiny little square. And that's really enough, like it doesn't need to be that big and that rich. And I'm going to, you know, rotate it. And then we're going to give it a roof, you know, all those things, which is, you know, quite common when building, because you can't have a building without a roof. I mean, you can, but it's not really recommended, because then if it rains, everything will fall into your home. And also people can get in very easily. So now here, picking windows, I knew that I wanted windows with some light, and these ones are just perfect. Especially in the dark, you will see it obviously like it's a dark ride, so we are riding through this in the dark, and it looks so cute. And here I go again with my cute and, you know, amazing, but I'm really proud of this one, and I can't help it. Just, I like it and I enjoy it, and I kind of want people to enjoy it just as much as I do. And I know that's probably not going to happen, but you know, one can hope, one can dream. That is all fine, luckily. I mean, otherwise this world would be really difficult. Also, this witch tree, I love it. Especially we are going to put some pumpkins on top of it, like in a minute. And we are also going to put some ravens on it, I believe a bat as well. And we are going to put a really big larvae in there as well, like in one of the graves. You know, just for that spook factor. Kind of like it. Kind of really like it. Here I go again, like I can't stop saying that. I'm sorry, but I'm not really sorry. I'm sorry for that though. That I'm not sorry. Ow. We're going to do this weird thing. So here we are adding some graves, you know, again, it's a normal decoration. Now I believe that in a minute or two we are actually going into the actual ride. If I remember, there will be a timestamp. I'm not very good at remembering those things, like we all know that. I promised pictures in the last 2 episodes. Forgot to put those in. So I'm not even gonna bother with pictures now, because I'll forget anyways. Anywho guys, we are gonna go into this into the ride very soon. So I'm gonna take this time to thank you guys for subbing to the channel, and if you haven't already, why not do it now? Like, you're here, I'm here. Press the sub, press the bell icon, comment, like, you know, thumbs up, do all those things. You know, it helps the YouTube algorithm, it helps grow my channel, and that's all I really want. So guys, enjoy the cinematics, and I will see you on Wednesday with Planet Zoo. And bye guys!